Alright, there you go, guys. It's a blackface. I think it's a, code 953? Is that right? I'll have to get the faceplate out and look. It's like an 80s model blackface. I got copper shunt coils pressed in, got the aluminums pressed out. Which that was a nightmare. I got a brand new armature bearing. I redid the whole brush rack assembly and all new brushes in there. I got an oversized ground jumper on the brush rack. They're standard brush sizes, the 2687s. They're Lincoln brushes. I also have brand new exciter brush holders, exciter brushes. I've got a insulating varnish that goes on the armature and the exciter. Both of those are insulated, as well as the internals of the armature housing. Let's see here. I've got, this is your positive, which I also made of a pigtail and hooks up from the back so you don't have to use the panel. This is your choke, which actually really works really good. I've got it ran kind of out of sight down the side, then through the actual plate. She works really good though. I've got this is your rheostat. It's not marked, but on 0 you feel there's a little detent. When it goes on 0, then it will go to remote, and you can use your remote right here. This is idle control. Down is auto idle, like turtle, and then up is high idle all the time, like rabbit. This takes the place of the green light. It's just a red LED light that comes on when we got oil pressure. This is the range selector, and I've spun it sideways in the frame. This is third gear normally, which is across the board. But if you want to go up, you actually go up. And if you want to go down, you actually go down. And I marked all the detents. The switch, the clicking of the mechanism, it's in place and everything. It just, this year model of the blackface doesn't click that good. But they're all there, detents. You can see all their little drilled marks. So yeah, 5th gear, 4th gear, 3rd gear, 2nd gear, 1st gear. So if you want to go up, you go up. Pretty cool. So amp meter, it's just off of like a classic 2 amp meter. This is your on and off switch, on, off. There's your ground, there's your start button. And again, I got the ground run to a pigtail. I'm waiting on the cover for the armature. I've got the exciter cover done. And that's pretty much all I'm waiting on. Aluminum fuel tank, I built it. Not 100% sure on the gallons, but based on the dimensions, it should be around 14 gallons. See, all the wiring's done nice. I've got a battery kill switch, so you can undo it, and then it won't drain the battery no matter what. It won't drain the battery anyways because it's not a one-wire alternator. It's the original alternator. If you ran a one-wire alternator and didn't run it through the oil pressure switch, then you would absolutely need this, but it's nice to have anyways. The battery won't go down if you leave it hooked up. I've got a temperature gauge inside there, which you can see from when it was running, it was like 160, and now it's climbed to like 190. Sorry. I could see it, you couldn't see it. Oil pressure gauge, which I don't know if it's really accurate. It says it's running like 15, 20 pounds of oil pressure. The original gauge said it was running 35, 40, so I don't know how good these gauges are. Brand new oil filter and oil. Let's see here, brand new belt. Brand new hoses, upper and lower. Brand new thermostat and gasket. New plugs, new plug wires. Drop fan kit I made. And you can see from the video it runs really true. And this is a shroud, which is really important. If you're running a fan, you don't have a shroud, you're losing a lot of efficiency. And I actually opened the shroud up at the top so that it actually can cool off the upper part of the engine and come down, so you can actually feel a little bit of air moving underneath the skin. When I had the shroud all the way around, you didn't really feel that. A nice aluminum radiator. It's actually for a tea bucket. And I've cut the hood out so you can actually remove the radiator cap with the hood on. The hood's just brushed aluminum. Let's see here. I've got this original solenoid. There's your brand new plug wires and plugs. This is a brand new carburetor, new fuel filter, petcock off the tank, so on and then off, fuel's off. New air filter. All the wiring's pretty new. All new switches, you know, plugs, everything. See here, new choke cable. The fuel has an O-ring. Has an O-ring sealing it, so it's pretty nice. Aluminum filler, part of the tank. And I think that's about everything, man. It's a pretty good walk around. Like I said, I think it's code 9053, and I'll get the serial number. It's on the faceplate. It's actually right here's the faceplate. Save me from having to redo it. Looks like 1095518, and yeah, 9053 is the code. So there you go, from this to that. Actually pretty straight sheet metal, which I might list it too. So there you go.